Hello, viewers. A very good evening to all of you. A very happy new year to all of you on behalf of Fashion Nova SG. Yes, I had taken a short break due to this festive season, but I'm back again with a lot of enthusiasm and excitement. So let's get started. Welcome to my chat show, Smile with Seema. You are a strong woman and you have overcome your battles, which most of us are not even aware of. Don't forget that. Strong women wear their pain like stilettos. No matter how much it hurts, all you can see is the beauty of it. Today, I'm so glad and delighted to invite what a great personality, and she has such a wonderful and inspiring story to share with all of us. So we'll be hearing from her from a very short while from now. So let's get started. So so I let me read her fun, beautiful profile. Dr. Aisa Fatima Jasmine. She is an orthodontist by profession and a social worker by passion. Her academic degree says she's an orthodontist, but she's also a designer for clothes and home, a traveler, a counselor, an MC, an amateur doodle artist, and a fitness enthusiast. Wow, that's wonderful. Her dream is to eradicate hunger and provide beggar free Chennai, mainly India, as early as possible. She herself belongs from Chennai, India, seeing on how food wastage occurs every day at our own households. I'm so sorry. Yeah, sorry. Sorry for the slide. Yeah, yeah. Seeing on how food wastage occurs every day at our own households. She started the concept I am Vittu Un, I am Ittu rather Un, which address food wastage and hunger problem prevailing in the society. And we all know that it's such a big issue. How much of people we ourselves have seen and in our surroundings, within our family and friends, it is a big issue. People do waste a lot of food, because they are so blessed, but sometimes you never realize, how important this is. But only then when you see such scenarios where people don't get food, that's the time, we should feel that we are so blessed. And you are doing such a fascinating job, Dr. Aisa. I'm thoroughly impressed. So may I have the honor to invite Dr. Aisa Fatima Jasmine to my chat show, Smile with Seema. A very good evening to you, Dr. Aisa. How are you doing today?
Good evening, Seema. I'm doing awesome. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing very fine, and I'm so proud and so honored to have you on board. And you are absolutely extraordinary, doctor. You already have a full-time doctor, and you have so many activities. Let me ask you before we start with the actual questions. How do you come out with so much of activities you do? I know, but how can you make so much of time for doing so many things? That's absolutely fascinating.
I think it's all in the mind. Number one
Yes,
is you should know how to manage your time. Before, I used to multitask a lot. So it was very difficult, okay, doing lot many. And eventually, everybody does a lot of things.
right.
Fitness is part of your lifestyle. And giving is something that is inherent in your character. Work is what we do always. And besides being a woman, we always have work at home also. So
Hmm.
for a woman, it's always too much to handle. So earlier I used to multitask a lot, and then I used to find it very stressful. These days I've fixed it this way: Monday 4 hours I dedicate here, 4 hours I dedicate here, 5 hours I dedicate here. So I work in that timetable now. So you know that in rotation you're able to do a lot of things. Mind completely mindful of what you do. So things have become very easy these days. So
Yeah.
it's just the mindful way of time management
Ah,
helps.
yes,
Multitasking doesn't happen.
yes,
It's up to you how you
absolutely.
understand.
I do completely agree with you 100%. You have to have the knack of time management. Once you know that, and I'm sure you can do so many stuffs together. I know that's absolutely wonderful. So, Dr. Aisa Fatima Jasmine, can you tell us about yourself, like as a person?
As a person, on the lighter side, a very naughty kid.
Is it? Wow.
Been
Then
very,
you're quite
very
like
naughty.
me.
Even now, I think that naughtiness still carries. The inner child is too active, is what I kind of feel, and I love my inner child, honestly speaking. But yes, I won't say on the serious side. But as you grow, you also have responsibilities. So I work as an orthodontist, and I also run a foundation, which the main aim is to prevent food wastage. And the other things, which is I wouldn't say as a hobby, more so as I like to keep myself engaged. So being busy is actually good for your brain, is what
Hmm.
I kind of feel.
True,
So
true.
the rest of the activities is all meant to keep myself active and engaged. So they say
Hmm.
you have to be fluidic, not be
Hmm.
just focused on one thing. So I
Hmm.
like to be the fluidic person, just go, along the flow of water. So you pour
Hmm.
me
Hmm.
into
Hmm.
like more like a water. You pour into a glass of water, a glass, you become that glass of water. The water actually becomes a glass of water. If you just put it on the ground, it just flows. So I think I
Yes.
become more like that. I don't
Hmm.
put myself into
A
one
particular box, like in particular
particular
box,
box.
yeah.
It
So
doesn't work
basically,
for me also.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
I like to have challenges. So one thing, if things go monotonous, then I think life also becomes very boring. You
Yes,
can predict
yes,
everything. You have to bring in challenges. And I like to
yes.
learn new things. I like to meet people. I like to
Okay.
travel. I need to do something new every
Hmm.
now and then to keep
Hmm.
myself
Hmm.
completely active.
Hmm. Oh, that's very, very interesting. Lovely. So, how did you get motivated in social service, and what was the spark which ignited you apart from being an orthodontist?
Okay, so this has been there right from my childhood. The deepest
Hmm.
inspiration would be my dad. Okay, I've seen
Okay.
him give to others. Okay, so he has taught us that it is in giving that you receive more, and it is not actually in receiving it. So
Hmm.
as when we grow up, we always seen that even a small 5 star that you used to buy, we're a family of five, so you used to cut into small pieces. Okay, one small 5 star into five chunks, and then you used to say take one. That
How
sharing is
sweet.
something that he taught us right from the beginning.
Wow.
So I've always seen him. See, we have certain periods in the calendar where we actually give out more, work on
Right.
charity. So those periods after school, I've always seen him helping, and he would have a set of clothes, fresh new one, in his bike. Okay, in his the Bajaj scooter, olden days. So anybody he sees, okay, somebody who wants a sari or a shirt like that, he will have to. He will immediately hand it over. I used to think this is really too much, but then I see that the smile that you get on a stranger, okay, an unexpected happiness that you give to him, he wouldn't actually expect that from you, is priceless. Okay, I
Hmm.
don't think anything else could give you that. I've seen this,
Hmm.
but it took me for a while to understand all these things. So
Hmm.
this giving was always there, is what I felt, but it
Hmm.
has to get that shape, and probably that's how the public foundation, the NGO, just started. I
Hmm.
think the biggest inspiration has been my dad, in terms of giving to others,
Hmm.
and it just needed a proper maybe a trigger, and the trigger just happened 5 years
Hmm.
back. Even
Hmm.
back in
Hmm.
college, I used to have certain events wherein when tsunami happened, we collected clothes, we had a medical camp. So we used to
Hmm.
organize small things, okay,
Hmm.
in random ways, but then we thought we had to streamline, and
Hmm.
hence the foundation happened.
Wow, that's absolutely wonderful. Very, very, I mean, really lovely. It's so nice to hear that, and especially like when you pick up these values from your parents, even more
Yeah.
so, it's absolutely wonderful, and you're carrying it also. That's truly amazing. So, how do you come up with this unique name for your project?
Okay. So the
I,
only thing
yeah,
that happened easily was to name the project. The rest
okay,
all took months and days to happen. So
okay,
the public foundation is actually the one which installs community fridges. So for the viewers to know, what I actually do is I install community fridges so that if you have excess home food at home, you can come and donate it, and people who are hungry can take it. This is the
hmm,
whole concept. So when I
hmm,
decided this concept, and when I started going outside to find a place, I was completely, people couldn't accept it because it was a new concept. And besides,
hmm,
they also thought that it would be a hindrance to their business. If I'm
hmm,
going to
hmm,
put
hmm.
a fridge right in front of their business and
Right,
ask people to donate and
hmm,
or to take food, they thought
hmm,
that it would not be a great thing to have it in front. So it
right,
took me 3 months to find a good location to start with the
hmm,
first community fridge.
hmm.
Okay, but the name was something that happened maybe 5 minutes or lesser than
Oh,
5 minutes. Okay,
oh,
that's the only thing that happened pretty fast, because I
okay.
wanted to have a name which explains by itself. I didn't
Right.
want to have an English name because
Hmm.
I come from Tamil Nadu and I speak Tamil, and I
Hmm.
wanted to have a Tamil name. Okay.
Okay.
So my second language is Tamil and I speak Tamil at home. So back in school we have read this. It's like a poem. We call it as Aatichudi. I remember
Okay.
pretty well the 12 Aatichudis that we learned. So suddenly that came into mind. Ayyamittu. It simply means you
Hmm.
share the food with the needy
Hmm.
before you eat. Okay, I thought this would be
Wow.
the apt word because
Excellent.
people who know Tamil, people who know Ayyamittu can
Hmm.
easily understand the
Relate
concept.
to it.
Yeah,
That's
you share the food with the needy
fabulous.
before you eat. So that's how the name
Wow.
actually happened.
Oh, lovely, lovely. So nice to hear. Oh my gosh. Very, very, very impressive. So, could you share the challenges which you face when you established this amazing project?
There are lot many challenges. The project itself is a big challenge because number one, we deal with perishables. Okay,
Hmm.
food. Okay,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
food doesn't come from a centralized kitchen here. The
Hmm.
food here
Right.
comes from people who want to give. Right?
Right.
It could be
Right.
you. It could be me. It could be n number
Any
of communities that come
people?
forward to
Yeah.
give. So, maintaining the quality of the food,
Hmm.
ensuring that nobody gets sick, nobody gets
Hmm.
into food
Hmm.
poisoning, nobody gets into
Hmm.
any type of problem.
Hmm. Hmm.
This
Hmm.
is a major challenge. So we were
Hmm.
very worried that whether people would accept this project and
Hmm.
start giving good food. But
Hmm.
touchwood, till date, we've never had any complaint like that, food poisoning or any
Hmm.
other ailment because of the food as such. Okay,
Hmm.
because we have a list of things that we have put up, like the food has to be packed in such a way and it has to
Hmm.
be fresh, etc. So the number one, the
Hmm.
major challenge itself is to get quality food. Number
Hmm.
two is to create the awareness. Lot many
Hmm.
people thought when I put the fridge there, they thought maybe it's for marathon runners. People can
Hmm.
put their water bottles and people who run can pick the water bottle.
Ah.
So
Okay.
the needy were hesitant to come and open the fridge.
Fridge.
Okay. So we have to have the security guard call people and say, this is for you guys. If at all you're hungry and you want to feed even your family members, you run out of cash or you run out of anything, you can always open this fridge and take food. So it took us a while to get that awareness. So
Hmm.
awareness was very challenging in finding the location. As I said, when I
Hmm.
told people that I want to start a community fridge, can you give the 3 feet in front of your business because it has to
Hmm.
be in a commercial place.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
people movement is there, but
Yes.
initially it was rejected. It took me 4 months to get a
Hmm.
place. When you
Hmm.
get a place, there'll be a number of other things that comes with it. Like people
Hmm.
will say here the sewage and drainage will come, or they have to dig for electricity. So
Hmm.
those many things will come. So
Right.
overcoming that itself was another challenge.
Hmm.
So right from the start, location, quality of food, ensuring there is food, and the awareness also is a major
Hmm.
challenge.
Hmm. Ah, yeah, I can imagine. But despite of the challenges, you have done wonders. I was seeing your video and YouTube, and that's how I with Better India and all of us. It's so impressive, and it is so heart rending. I mean, the kind of social work you're doing, it is so much needed. See, I personally feel everything can be managed, but there's hunger, which is one thing. None of us can stay without food, and this is such a huge contribution to the society. Absolutely fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So doctor, how do you enjoy being a social worker?
Okay, as an orthodontist, my job is to give a perfect smile, correct a crooked smile, and
Yes,
give that $1 million
yes,
smile what people tell
yes,
you.
yes.
So, in a way, that happens.
Hmm.
And when you see your patients, smile, and especially
Hmm.
young women who come before their wedding saying that,
Hmm.
doctor, my teeth is bad and my wedding is just 10 months away and I want to get this corrected. And it's a different feeling. But when you're a
Hmm.
social thing, see, I know my patients for sure. By the time they come in, there's a rapport that
Hmm.
builds. So
Hmm.
there's a personalized connection that happens eventually. So that's a different
Right,
type of satisfaction that you get. But
right.
being a social worker, I honestly do not know who takes the food. Neither they know that
Hmm.
I
You are
put
the
the
one provider. Yeah, you
yeah.
started
So
the
it is
project.
always, I stand at a distance and I talk to a lot of people who use it. Goosebumps. Goosebump moments always. They will have n number of stories to say, this is for my grandkids. Some of the elderly people will say, I'm not earning, but I definitely want to give my grandkids something for them to eat. So if they find some biscuit packets or juices or sandwiches,
Hmm.
they will
Hmm.
take it and go give it to their grandkids. And I'm
Okay.
sure the amount of happiness that the father grandparent is going to have, I don't think I can give it in any other way.
Oh
So it is
yes.
always with the strangers. They say in Tamil,
True.
dharmam is only when you see charity is you should give it to a person, unknown person.
Hmm.
So in that
Right,
way, the amount of satisfaction that I get when I see people smile is immense. And
right.
there's always a positive vibe around the fridge is what I personally feel. There's a lot of blessings that goes there. People
Hmm,
when they take food, they know that there's hundred hands there to give you that food.
hmm,
They're mostly
hmm,
very, very happy about it. They express their gratitude. It's
hmm.
always a smile in their face. So I kind of feel there's a
Yes.
total positive vibe in that area, and it gives me a very immense satisfaction actually. So there's more happiness in giving than receiving.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So, what I can like to completely analyze from your strategy is that there's so much of suspense, but yes, there's so much of happiness.
Yeah.
None of the parties know each other, but still both are so happy. You are
Now,
happy in giving, and they are happy in receiving. So the end result
people
is
who
both
come
are
and get,
happy.
yeah, people who come and donate food also do not know who is going to take
That's
that
what I'm
food.
saying. It's full of
Most of the time
suspense.
they stand there. Yeah.
Full of
Like that.
suspense. That's so wonderful. It's really very nice. Absolutely extraordinary. Absolutely. So, Doctor, what message would you like to share with our viewers? I mean, what do you think with your journey and your inspiring story? Is there anything you would like to
Uh,
share?
yeah, so this won't be very straight message. I rather would make it a little longer, maybe. I don't know.
Absolutely, most
So,
welcome.
see, most of the times we always feel we haven't achieved anything. There's some
Hmm,
comparison that way comes.
hmm,
We haven't
hmm.
achieved everything. I'm not
True,
here. I'm not there. But little
right,
do we forget that the
right,
place where we stand today is also because of some achievements that we have done in the past. But
true.
we never related to ourselves. So to
Hmm,
all the fellow viewers, especially to all the women folks, I would always say, whenever you feel that down, depressed, saying that you haven't done anything, please look back to your own life. You would know that you would have scaled from the 20% to the 80% where you're standing today.
hmm,
Okay,
hmm,
when you
hmm,
see
hmm.
that scale, sometimes it'll be very even delivering a baby is not an
True,
easy task. When you
not at
actually
all.
think about it, it's like, hey man, I've parented a kid, and that kid is
Yes,
grown to this level itself is an achievement. Okay, when you think about all
absolutely.
those things, that should push you to do more. And I will
Hmm,
always ask people to have reasonable goals in life, like
hmm,
from 80%, move up to 85%. Don't think about that 100%. It's not going to
hmm,
happen. 80 to
hmm.
85 in installments. That's where success lies. I kind of feel success is not in perfectionism. It's the
Right.
small progress that you
Things
do.
what you do.
Yeah. Today it could be 1%, tomorrow it could be 3%, and benchmark yourself. Don't benchmark others. Say you are a runner. Say you're doing 3 kilometers today, and tomorrow you're able to four. Pat yourself on the shoulders. From three, you
Hmm,
went to four. Okay, do
hmm.
not compare someone who's doing a half marathon and full marathon. Their journey is totally different. So I would
Right.
always say benchmark yourself and look at incremental installment when it comes to success. You will definitely be a successful person. Never have that leap from 20%. I'm aiming at 100%. It doesn't work. It's a journey for everyone. It's going to
Hmm.
take years and months, but definitely
Yes.
when say you start from this Jan, next Jan when you see your progress, if it is going to be
Right.
1% every year, you are
Right.
there already. You're 60% much better than what you were last year. So that would be my take home message for people. So success is
Hmm.
all about progression and not about perfectionism.
Yeah, very nicely put, and it's so very true. I also completely agree. I mean, little by little only you can get perfect. It never comes overnight. It'll never come like even out of frustration or out of anger. You cannot achieve all this. All you have to give time to yourself and accept your way of doing it. Your stuffs. So that is like how you said. It's so very important. So thank you, Dr. Isa, and for your quality time. You're such a busy person. I know you're such a busy personality, but despite of that, you have taken out time to be a part of this chat show, and I'm so impressed and so much honored, to have you on board. So thoroughly, it's a definitely a remarkable kind of a stuff. Just a moment, there's some problem happening here. I think there's some problem having here. I don't know.
All this goes in editing, is it?
Yeah, yeah. No, but that's okay. I mean, the thing, I don't know why this is happening. Should not be happening. Generally, never happens. So, anyways, I will forget I'll just speak. Probably people can hear me though. So, thank you so much, Aisa,
Thank you
Fatima,
so
for
much.
your beautiful journey, sharing with our viewers. And there's so much to learn from you. And you have also taught us so many things in this short period span of time. It's so wonderful having you on for the session, and it was a pleasure to host you. So thank you so much and all the very best for your future projects, endeavors, and whatever you're planning in your pipeline. I wish you all the very best. Thank you so much once again, and take good care of yourself. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Seema. Thank you so much for
yeah,
following it up and making sure that we sit here today for the live show. Thank you so much. I thoroughly enjoyed. I thank you so much.
yeah. Thank you so much, and I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happened to this camera. It's just
No
not.
problem.
I don't know. So, anyway, thank you. Sorry, viewers. I think you guys have to miss seeing me, but you can hear my voice. So, thank you so much for tuning in. And what a great personality we had today for my chat show. There's so much to learn from her, and sort of kind-hearted lady. What a kind-hearted father she, who has given the value to distribute and think about others rather than just thinking about yourself. It's absolutely amazing and extraordinary. And so please do try and follow, even we follow a little bit of these kind of gestures. I'm sure we can all make a difference in the society. So please like, share, and comment on my Fashion Over page. Thanks for tuning in. Do take good care of yourself, my viewers. I'm sorry today, I don't know, my camera is just not working, but I'm sure I will next session I will get another great guest for all of you. So till then, stay happy, stay positive, do take good care of your health, get yourself vaccinated, get your booster shots done, and let's all work towards a better world and work to come out of this pandemic if we all are following the rules and regulations. So thank you once again, and stay happy, stay positive, and cheers for now. Thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
Dr. Isa.
Yeah,
Lovely to have you
happy
on
New Year to
board.
all.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much.
Bye.
Bye. Take care. Bye. Bye.